Management Introduction. So just for your information, Program Management Introduction. So just for your information, so you can see the screen now.
I'm looking at your folder.
1 second. It will. Hello, April.
Yeah, I am still looking at the previous slide. So like follow-ups and continued support from the trainer. That's that.
Okay.
This slide. Oh, okay. It came up. It came up the PgMP certification course, lesson 1, blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Okay. So this is the one which you already have. So I'm just quickly going through that. Most of the things we already discussed. Okay. I'm going very fast.
Okay.
So these are all basic information about PGMP, PMI. All of those things are still good information for you. We have discussed this in a different format, but all this information still are relevant. Okay. Right. I will just again go back to so now we have to discuss about introduction to program management. If you remember in our contents section, number 2 was introduction to program management.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see the slides.
Not yet. Still not yet, because I'm gonna wait for another 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I see the building. Welcome to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Number 2, introduction to program management.
To program management. Okay, so now we are actually starting from here onwards. It's really PGMP topics. So the introduction is over. From here on, you can start expecting questions for the exam. Okay.
Okay.
So I just put a disclaimer here. So these slides are covering, and these are all, based on the SPM version 4. So when I give the slides to many of our candidates, they tend to rely on this. So I put this disclaimer. Still, you have to go through the SPM 4. I don't want to take the responsibility. People go and read only the slides. You know? Okay. So this is the next quote which I found it interesting. So I will leave it for you to read.
I have to wait. It's still disclaimer right now. I'll let you know when it comes up.
And you can read.
It's disclaimer you want me to read, or?
No. Just wait for 2 seconds.
People with goals succeeded because they know where they're going, right?
Okay. So we need to know where we are going. Okay. So people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. So our target is PGMP. So we know where we are going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just discuss something about the standard for program management. So all of these PMI certifications like program management, project management, risk management, agile certified, business analysis, scheduling professional, all of these certifications have its own standard. Now here for PGMP, we have a standard which is the program management standard. And these standards are not permanent. Like every 3 to 4 years, they are updating the standard. So right now we are at SPM version 4. Okay. And these standards, we call it as generally recognized good practices. Why we say generally recognized means that there's a general consensus that the described principles, knowledge, and practices are valuable and useful. Like it's generally recognized that these are useful and valuable. Good practices, we say, because that there is a general agreement that application of the principles, knowledge, and practices improve the management of programs, and hence the chances of program success as measured by the extent and effectiveness of benefit delivery and realization. Like for example, they're not telling you have to take this standard and apply it uniformly across all the programs. No, PMI is not telling that. PMI is telling that these are like guidelines for you. These are like framework for you. Your program will be different from my program. My program will be different from any other XYZ program. So you will have your own, set of given parameters, separate set of everything will be different. So you can use this standard as a guideline, as a framework. Okay.
Yeah, understood. Yeah.
Okay. So, so SPM, I will call it as SPM. SPM from now on, SPM is the standard for program management. It is also intended to provide a common understanding of the roles of the program manager in general and when interacting with portfolio project managers, sponsors, PMO, etc. So if you want to like apply these PMI practices, you can use this standard as a guideline. You can refer to it, then you can compare it to your actual scenario, your program situation, circumstance, and you can just tailor this standard as per your requirements. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so everything is aligned to the PMI code of ethics. So whatever you are doing, I mean, the certification you are doing, everything is aligned with the PMI code of ethics. And since I have done all the certification from PMI, I have seen the ethics related question appearing in almost all the certifications. So they are very particular on being, setting a high level of ethical standards in our profession, especially being a credential holder from PMI. Okay, this is one thing I really like about PMI. And SPM is also aligned with the PMBOK. Then there is the other standards. As I told you, there is a standard for portfolio management, which is a reference manual for the portfolio management certification, PFMB, which you will be doing after PGMP, hopefully, inshallah. Okay. Organizational project management, maturity model, PMI lexicon of management terms, code, everything is aligned to each other. Okay. So let me ask you, how do you define a program? What is your understanding about a program? So can you define a program?
A program is a set of related projects to deliver benefits that aligns with enterprise strategic goals. But I guess the key point here is that the projects here are interrelated. In terms, comparing to portfolio, it could be not related project.
Brilliant. This knowledge will get you many questions right in the exam. Whatever you told now, no? This is the basic one. Whatever you told right now, with this knowledge, with this information, you are going to get few questions right in the exam.
Okay.
Already you got some questions right, I would say. Okay. So a program is defined as related projects, subsidiary programs, and program activities managed. There is an A missing there. Managed A is missing. Managed in a coordinated manner to obtain benefits not available from managing them individually. Very important to get this right. So just let me tell you a simple example. Just imagine a car, okay? If you consider car, manufacturing of the car as a program, and the various elements which go into the car, like let's say the body of the car, the engine of the car, the the wheels of the car, the internal seatings of the car, the air conditioning, all of this you consider it as projects.
Okay. Yeah.
And the car in totality as a program. So all of this has to be interrelated, no? Like for example, the wheel, the size of the wheel should be related to the space where you have to fit the wheel, for example. The capacity of the engine should be in relation to the power required for the vehicle. The seating arrangement should be as per the seats should be as per the internal dimensions of the car. So if these are not coordinated with each other, then the benefits are not going to come, no? The seats has to be aligned with the overall scheme of things. The wheels has to be aligned with the overall scheme of things. The engine has to be aligned with the overall scheme of things. The air conditioning required, the electrical, the mechanical, everything has to be coordinated with each other. Then you come up with your final car, which is your program, just for example. You get my point?
Got it. Yep, I got it.
Okay, so now if I read this sentence again, it will be perfect. So a program is defined as related projects, subsidiary programs. Sometimes we call it a subsidiary program. Anything coming under the main program, if it is a sub program, call it as a subsidiary program. And program activities. Program activities means anything which is actually supporting your program works. Managed in a coordinated manner to obtain benefits not available from managing them individually. So if you are doing a number of projects which are not coordinated with each other, maybe it is not a program. See, in some organizations, I have seen the title program manager. They are actually the person is doing overseeing a number of projects, but those projects are not interrelated. But some organizations, they are giving the title program manager. See, this is what I told. Many different organizations have different ways of giving the title. It's not always aligned with the PMI. Okay. Programs are conducted primarily to deliver benefits to the sponsoring organization. So here, as a program manager, you are concerned about delivering benefits. Okay.
Right.
For example, by enhancing current capabilities, facilitating change, creating or maintaining assets, offering new products or services, etc., etc. Now, component projects or programs that do not advance common or complementary goals, or that do not jointly contribute to the delivery of common benefits, we can rather call them as portfolio, which you already told just a few minutes ago.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they are not interrelated, we can call them as a portfolio. Okay.
Yeah.
Components means it can be components are projects, subsidiary programs, or other related activities conducted to support a program. So project, already you know the definition of projects. Projects are temporary endeavors undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Subsidiary programs sometimes. Yeah, sorry.
Mohammed, I have a question. So when they call the projects are temporary here, right? Are programs temporary as well?
Excellent question. Programs are also temporary because programs do have start and finish. But most of the time, programs are of larger duration. We see some programs like 5 years, 10 years program. Projects are comparatively smaller duration. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
But for portfolio, there is no set duration. Portfolio is like going on.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there are slides coming. Coming up. You are actually ahead of the curve.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay. So other program-related activities are work, process, or activities that are being conducted to support a program, but they are not directly tied to the subsidiary projects. For example, like trainings, reporting, administration, etc. All this we can call it as other works which are actually indirectly supporting your program works. So these are some key definitions you need to know, and there are further detailed explanation coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. Knowledge of program management. Yeah. So program management means like you will be dealing with project managers, you will be dealing with the project management team members, You will be dealing with the portfolio manager. You will be dealing with a number of stakeholders. You will be dealing with sponsors and beneficiaries. So different types of stakeholders you will be dealing with. In your role as a program manager. So all of these people should be aware of their knowledge. For example, project managers should understand the role of a program manager and the relationship and interface between the project manager and program manager. All these people should know the roles and how they interact with each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Program management team members, portfolio managers, stakeholder. You know who is a stakeholder, no? In PMP, it is very clear. Anyone who can positively or negatively influence the program or project, right?
Right.
Good. Program life cycle, very important. This slide, very important.
Okay. Hoping it's coming up soon.
Yeah, coming up soon.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So basically, April. So the program life cycle illustrates the non-sequential nature of a program's delivery phase. Okay. Program benefits may be realized incrementally throughout the duration or may be realized at the end of the program. So here basically I will tell you, you can see here 3 domains on your left side on the diagram. This is from the SPM 4th edition. Program definition, program delivery, and program closure. This is the program life cycle. We define the program, which is program definition. Then we have to deliver the program, which is the program delivery. Then you have to close the program, which is the program closure. Now, within program definition, you have subdomains there. You can see within program definition, again, it is subdivided into program formulation and program planning. Okay. Within program delivery, it is divided into, again, subdomains. One is component authorization and planning. One is component oversight and integration. And also you need to do component transition and closure. I will explain everything to you. And finally, you have to do the program closure, which is the closure of the program as a whole. Okay. And you know, program means it consists of number of projects or subsidiary programs. So in this diagram, you can see on the bottom, benefits, benefits, benefits. You can see, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So these benefits are coming from the individual projects or subsidiary programs. Like for example, here it is consisting of 3 projects. Just assume it consists of 3 projects. So each of these projects should give some benefits, no? So each of this project will give you benefit, 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 and finally you have to consolidate all the benefits, everything, and finally you make a program closure. So I will just go to the next slide here. This diagram is not in the SPM4. This I have taken from SPM3, Standard for Program Management version 3. This will give you a much clearer picture here. You can see the slide.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that white boxes, these are all projects, independent projects, which are related to each other, of course. Component, 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 component. And on the right, you can see that black boxes. So each of this component or each of this project is giving you benefits, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So every one will give benefit, benefit, benefit. And finally, you consolidate all your program benefits and it will be transformed to the operations or maintenance or facilities management, whoever is going to continue the operations of your program. In IT, in your domain, what is the term you use normally for the people who are actually continuing the operation works, like after delivering the program or project? Yeah.
We have like both sides. One is, well, like I think from the bank's perspective, it's kind of like 3 areas. One is the front offices, so those ones are branches, and the other one's like our head office, and we call them business. And then the other one is back end operations. So but then overall it's like ops and business, and ops front office is under Yeah. And then front office is considered under business.
Okay, so if you in this diagram, if you see the last column on the right side, sustained benefits. So the benefits, the benefits of the program has to be sustained. Somebody has to sustain the benefit. So this is done by your operations team. Must be correct.
So question. So for the sustained benefits, is that part of the closure of a program as well, or it's just consolidated program benefits are considered as part of the closure of program, and the sustained benefit would be done after the programs are closed because those ones are ongoing?
Yes. So for the sustainment of the benefits, the program manager will do the planning for that. And of course, the program manager and the team, once the program is completed, they have to leave the program, no? They will deliver the program, they will make the planning for the sustainment of this, whatever product they have delivered, and it will be handed over to the operations team, who will be responsible to continue the sustainment of the benefits. The program manager and team, they will hand over and they will give the planning also for the sustainment of the benefits. But the party running the sustainment of the benefit will not be the program manager and his team, it will be the operations team.
Okay, so then I see like a bigger square, right? The very big, like gray outline here, the square, that does not include the sustained benefit. So I guess the everything inside of the box is delivered by the program, but sustained benefit is outside of the program's deliverables, but it's kind of like a handover so that ops or whoever the teams can take it away, right? Okay, got it.
It's like a handover. At the same time, keep in your mind that during the handover, the planning for the sustainment also should be done by the program manager. But
okay,
okay, got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so I'll come back to this slide again. The program lifecycle illustrates the non-sequential nature of a program's delivery phase. The program benefits may be realized incrementally throughout the duration or may be realized at the end of the program. So I will tell you, there are two types of delivery. One is incremental delivery, and other one we call it as unified delivery. Sometimes if your program is construction of a huge bridge, for example, okay, so in order to get the benefit of that bridge, you have to complete the entire program to get the benefit. Somebody has to use the bridge, the program. So it is a unified benefits delivery. Okay, but okay, there is also something called incremental delivery. This will be more applicable for your type of programs, like IT programs.
That's correct. That's correct.
Suppose you are implementing a process improvement program in your organization, for example. Okay, so there is, for example, let's say you are doing something for HR, you are doing something for operations, you are doing something for the finance, you are doing something for the IT department. So each department, maybe you can start delivering the benefits for them as a, as a piecemeal.
Right.
So that we call it as incremental delivery.
Yeah, got it.
However, the program would not be complete until all the projects and subsidiary programs necessary for business improvement have delivered their intended benefits. Even though if it is incremental delivery or unified delivery, in order to take the final closure, you have to complete all the benefits which the program intended to deliver. Okay.
I got that. I have a question. So I guess this is probably more from myself, like in my work environment. So then, how am I going to, or how is the organization at the right point to say, okay, I have already delivered all the intended benefits so that I can close the program? Because let's say if a program lasts for 5 years, right? Like the benefit, the projects within it gets deprioritized, gets like prioritized. Sometimes people are like, okay, let's do 10 things. And later on they said, okay, let's do 5 things. And then at what point, an organization or a program manager is good to say, okay, I can close this. But then when I say, let's close this, there could be further discussions, ongoing discussions, and say, oh no, let's do another project within this program, or something else. How do like a program managers handle this situation?
Okay, so there are a number of artifacts or number of documents which we will be discussing. It is coming up like the program business case, for example. The business case is like a justification document for your program, like why we are doing this program. What is the intended benefits of doing this program? Okay, it's already detailed or recorded in your business case.
Okay, but a program could be maybe initiated like 5 years ago. I'm on the fifth year. Maybe things have changed a lot, so it might be very different now. Like I don't know, like what is the baseline then? Because the program could evolve, right?
Yeah. So every time, at every stage of your program, your business case and program charter. You remember the project charter in PMP?
Yeah.
Project. Yeah. Okay. Similarly, we have a program charter here.
Okay.
Same concept. Instead of project, it is program. So the business case, the program charter, program roadmap, these are few documents which we will be discussing. All these should stay aligned with the strategy of the organization, and also at the same time we will be continuously monitoring the environment changes. Just now, whatever you told. So as a program manager, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can. Your signal was not so great for a second, but I think it's back now.
It's back. Okay. So whatever questions you have just now raised, so by the time we discuss our what you call the strategic alignment domain.
Okay.
At that time, it will be clear for you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So I'm just proceeding. Some other key term here, benefit. So what's benefit?
I'm still looking at the program lifecycle.